Today I am doing the setting up of the LLC in Texas. All right, one more step down and one more step closer. We now have our business accounts open. We did it today. Actually just finished up. The things that you need will be your LLC, your business license, your FEIN, your federal notification, your business structure organization paperwork. Now they need all of this, so whoever's on the account they're going to run your credit, they're going to run your background, kind of make sure you're not going to be money laundering or running money or anything like that or doing anything illegal. So make sure you have those things ready when you go in. It'll make things go a whole lot smoother. We actually did not have the organization structure that the bank required. It was pretty easy to do. Jennifer just pulled it up on her phone and filled it out right there on the phone and just emailed it from the phone. But it would have been easier if we'd have had it there. That way they could have scanned the documents, probably saved, 10, 15, 20 minutes. So guys, that's how you set up a bank account and get it done, simply because right now we've got to be able to track everything. We're meeting next month with the CPA or our bookkeeper, and he's going to need all of this information so he can balance all of our books at the end of the month. It's going to be best if you have that set up beforehand, before you actually go into business, start writing checks and start doing things for the business. Is go ahead and have that set up so it's easier to track. Because Harry told me that people hand him businesses, finances and stuff that are 3, 4, 5 years old, that he has to sit and figure out how to straighten them out, charge upwards of $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 in order to get your books straight. So if you start out straight, you start out legal, you start out even, it may cost a little bit more on the front end, but it'll save you a whole lot of time and headache on the back end. Hello guys, welcome back to day one. It is a new day one. Just want to let you guys know where we're at. Today I am doing the setting up of the LLC in Texas. We have sat back and we have done our research on that. I didn't want to go through that with you all, just simply because where you're at, the research may be different, and it may be beneficial for you to do it differently than we did it. As we did our research and everything on it, it did not make sense for us to be a foreign entity in Texas whenever we could set up a new LLC in Texas without any tax benefit of it. Because just like in Tennessee, they don't have a state income tax, and it's a sales tax to benefit everything they're doing in Texas. So to keep from paying any extra, because it's about $475 more to go in and set up a foreign entity right to do business than it is just to start a new LLC. So what I'm going to do, I have to have, this would probably be a little cheaper if I had a registered agent in Texas, but I don't have a registered agent in Texas, so I've got to hire one. And we did our research on that also. Please look any of these up. Again, I'm not being sponsored by anybody, so I don't want to, throw out undue props. But on the side that we chose InkFile. And the reason we chose InkFile, because they give you up to a year free to do your registered agent, duties for you in Texas or any other state. I think they're 50 state wide, but for Texas we're going to go through InkFile because, number one, it's free. They do it for a complete year. Set up your LLC, do all the research you need to do. Like, to set up an LLC, you have to have a registered agent. You have to make sure nobody else is using the name that you want to use in the state that you want to do business in, and they want to make sure that they're catching all your mail and they're handling any legal situations that you may have inside that state and make you informed of it. That's their job. So if, something were to happen in that state and you were to be served a summons to come to court, it is their job to make sure that you get served that paperwork, and all that paperwork comes to you, and you don't get in a fine or get shut down or anything of that nature while you're there. So what we're going to do is, like I said, I'm going to do mine in ink file. So we're going to get started. We're going with the LLC, and we're going to start in Texas. So when we go on to ink file, we're going to go LLC, click one. It's a drop down box. It's the different ones you want, and then you pick your state. Like I said, we're going with Texas. All right. As you can see right here, the package fee is none, and this is the package we're going with, because again, I just want them to do the registered agent. I want them to be there to check the mail, to receive summons, to do whatever needs to be done to make sure that we stay legal and cover any filing or anything that we need to do with the state, and also run all of our background checks and all that stuff. They'll do that for you at no cost. The state fee, the $300 that they have there, that goes 100% to the state to file your LLC. Now, again, they do have other packages here where you can pay for up to a year's service. And again, you can research those on your own. Again, I'm not looking for any of those services right now, because as soon as I can get my son moved to Texas, he's going to become our registered agent. So I'm going to use this service for a year, and then he'll be down there and he can serve as a registered agent. So I'm going to click on the Get the Silver package. First name. I'm really trying to get a second camera so you guys can see, the non-important information, name, address, email, and then my phone number. Okay, I put in my email and I put in my phone number, which is my business phone. We actually do have the business phone set up. I'm guessing my street address so they know where to forward everything to. So you'll be putting your information in here. I am selecting the state of Tennessee and my zip code. The LLC name for this particular LLC is going to be Epic Enviro. Business type, and since I'm going to be doing oil and gas, that's what I'm going to put as my designation. This is the kind of things that they are going to handle for me. They're going to maintain privacy, my personal privacy, by using a commercial address, unlimited scanned incoming mail, which will be emailed to me. So as soon as they get it, they're going to make sure that is put into an email form, scanned directly to me. I do have a physical address, because you cannot use a P.O. box. P.O. boxes are not acceptable in any state as far as an LLC. And instant alerts with 24 access to email online. And it's $29 a month, and I can cancel at any time. So worst case scenario, I'm probably going to use this maybe 4 times. So that's not a big deal. I can actually just pay that out of my personal account, but I'm going to use my business account, because again, all these are tax write-offs. So I'm going to hit next. They are processing the information. And again, they're going to file my EIN number. They're going to file my operating agreement. They're going to do my banking resolutions. They're going to do all my banking contact and templates. All of these fees are included in to this $329, which has my state registration fee and the $29 a month that they have, that they're going to be hitting me for, to make sure that I have a place for emails and stuff to go. It's kind of like renting office space. The LLC. These articles or organizations will include the names and addresses of initial members. This is all going to be on me. I don't have any partnerships. Okay, then there are some other things here. It says Texas requires an LLC to appoint a registered agent. I'm going to assign ink file as my registered agent, free for the first year. It's $119 value. And then it says why registered agents. So just basically you can read all of this information that you want to, and do your research on this. I mean, you can kind of see, and want to scroll this. If you want to pause the video and read while these are benefits for them. They also have review videos on YouTube that you can go and see the different ones. There are certain ones such as Western, Ink File, several others. They all do the same thing. Some just do it for a fee, some does not. Again, this right here is just totally my preference because it's going to be a little cheaper on the front end. This is asking me now, this consultation can help you identify important tax deductions that they can send to me, tax strategies and stuff to complete my Epic and Biro LLC. I would like to receive business tax consultation. It's free as part of their service. I'm actually wanting to do that. It's going to tell me to set up a time to do that after completing my order. The next one is a business license and permit. Gain peace of mind. Says identify business license and permits required. I've already know how to do that. Basically, I've got to get my operator's license through the state of Texas. I already know how to do that. I've already got the paperwork to fill out. I just have to get this LLC to act as an umbrella for my operator's license. That's going to be the next thing that we're going to put on another video, because in this video, I'm walking you through how to set up, or what I'm having to do to set up my LLC in Texas. Also combined with this video is, of course, setting up my bank accounts and all that stuff. Now, this video takes place about 5 weeks, or this part of the video takes about 5 weeks after we set up the business accounts, because certain things come up, certain criteria had to be met. It just took a while to get us to this point. Of course, again, working around vacations, working around doctor's appointments, working around other things that had to do with my health and, outstanding legal matters with my children. So it looks like I'm at the end of my LLC here, or the end of the paperwork with Ink File, and then I'm putting in my information to pay this bill. Now, again, this is the card numbers on the back, but this is right here. It actually has the business information on it. Now, on this particular card, it does say the holding company. Now, this thing is going to go under a holding company, and I'll explain more of that, of what we get into in a later video, because that can get really complicated. So the card holder name, right, card holder phone number. Then right now it's asking me for my credit card information, and that's what I'm filling out now. And then it's asking me, do I agree with the legal statement and the cancellation party? And yes, I do. So I'm going to complete and pay. My order is now processed. $329. Thank you for the status and receipts. And it was pretty much that simple to set up an LLC in Texas. Now, they want to run through some checks and things and make sure that my name is not used. They're going to file all the paperwork with the state, and as soon as I get that information back, we'll be back on the next video, and we're going to fill out the operator's license. Now, that operator's license has to go with a certified check. It has to be filled out, and it has to be mailed. Now, I'll probably have to send that signature mail, just simply to make sure that I get a signature back saying that mail was received, because it's certified. You won't always, anything you send certified mail, to have a receipt with it with a signature to know that they got your paperwork, because letting $300 of my money, your money, or anybody else's money just out there and float around in limbo, can cause some serious issues. So that's it. I've got a Tennessee LLC. My Texas LLC will be back on Thursday the 7th or the 17th. I can't remember which one it actually says, but I'm in business, people. And guys, it's going to be epic. Again, most of this stuff is going to come down now from here on out. Is going to be on the business side of it, is going to be making trips to Texas. We're going to learn how to inspect stuff. We're going to learn how to talk to people. We're going to learn how to write contracts. All this stuff I've got to learn myself and learn with you. Now, again, some of this research and stuff I did not do because it might not apply to the state you're in, and some of that stuff you just have to learn on your own. Because of how intricate it can be. So find yourself someone you trust, a good CPA, a good bookkeeper, someone you trust, a good lawyer would probably be the best if you can get into it, so they can walk you through, because nobody out there is going to give you legal advice. for free because of the implications it can put back on them and the type of burden it puts back on those people. They're not going to give you any legal advice. So find yourself a good lawyer, someone you trust. Again, I did this research on my own, so if I mess up, guess who falls on their face? It's all on me. I didn't ask a lawyer. So I hope everything that I learned is correct. So guys, thank you. We'll see you on the next video. Again, appreciate you taking this journey with me. I pray that this journey is going well for you guys. I hope you're enjoying the content. Thank you. We'll see you on the next leg. Make the day epic. Day one is always today. Guys, have a wonderful day. Have an epic day. Day one is today. So make day one the start of your best day and your best life ever.